everyone, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to teach you how you can make a time lapse using your GoPro Hero 9. If you're excited to get into this video, go ahead, give me a thumbs up. What we're going to do is we're just going to start by turning the GoPro on, and we do that by hitting the mode button. Then from here we're going to find the time lapse settings just by hitting the mode button until we see time lapse. We're going to click into it depending on how your GoPro is set up, or when last you clicked into this feature, you might see it on time warp or time lapse. But whether it's on time warp or time lapse, we can just click over here, and this is going to let us change some of the settings. So we're going to keep the lens as wide. Good morning, birds. And we're just going to change the resolution to 4K. Usually I keep it on 1080, but as you can see, it's quite misty, and I want to capture as much of the natural beauty that we've got around us without it being pixelated. And I doubt it will be pixelated, but I just kind of want the best with the time lapse. And it's usually a very short snippet that you can insert into a video. So from an editing perspective, it might take a little bit longer to render or to export, but in the bigger scheme of things, I kind of like using a time lapse in 4K. We're going to change the color from GoPro color to flat. I like color correcting, so I like putting a nice look over this and bringing out as much of the vibrance and the color that I can get. And that's why I like doing color correcting and color grading. But if you don't know how to do that, GoPro color is fine. It gives it some beautiful vibrance and saturation already. So it's a good look for you. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put the GoPro down and press start. And then it's really cold, as you can see. We're going to go get some coffee. So let me feed my production team while I tell you about why I love a good time lapse. Oh. So I think it's great for an establishing shot just to let people know where you are, but I've also seen them used in transitions, and I think it makes for a beautiful transition. So I definitely would use it. Maybe you introduce where you are and then time lapse into action of what you're doing. So hey, actually, if you want to see some action, I'm going to be filming a short film about this handsome hunk behind the camera. He's going to be the mechanic in a bit of a cycling short film that I'll be composing. So if you want to check out that video, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you'll see when it comes out. If you're wondering how long it takes to shoot a time lapse, well, this is really dependent up to you. I mean, we're waiting for a bit of a sunrise over here, so it's taking quite a bit of time. I'm hoping we will see the sun because it is a little bit misty today, but I definitely think it will pop out at some point. Otherwise, I think it'll be quite cool to just see how, the mist clears up. I think that would also be pretty. But a good way of planning for a time lapse is just thinking about what you want the before to be and what you want the after to be, and then filling the time while you wait with something that's just going to keep you chill, whether it's a cup of coffee or reading a book or brainstorming what your video is going to be about. There's no set time for how long it takes to film a time lapse. It's completely dependent up to you. So this is how you stop a time lapse. You just press the button on the top. There we go. And just to get an idea of what this guy looked like. So this is an example of where things get far worse before they get better. I don't think the sun's coming out today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to retry tomorrow, and if the sun comes up, I will insert a beautiful time lapse here. But just for fun, I'm first going to show you the time lapse of this morning where the clouds, or the mist at least, first cleared up and then it all just came back. So stay tuned for a terrible time lapse. Well, it's actually not terrible. I think it's beautiful in its own right. But after it, I will include a time lapse from tomorrow where I think the sun might come out. Hopefully. Thanks for spending your time with me, guys. And I hope you have more success with your time lapses. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.